Dr. Kim, we see that you're attending. You may have our very undivided attention. So,
Good afternoon, everyone. We start the
Thank you.
postdoc.
hi, Dr. Kim. Yeah, I think your mic is on. You can speak if you like. We're going to
Right.
start the PowerPoint here in a second, though.
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity to talk. And my name is Hae-sung Kim, and I graduate this summer in gerontology. And I work with Dr. Grubo Baldini and Dr. Shulman for my dissertation. And I was looking for the postdoctoral position, this area, and my research scope is in chronic disease management and patients engagement. And I want to know more about the information related that.
Well, if you don't mind, we will proceed with a brief 10 minutes presentation, and we will address all the questions in a little bit. But definitely you are eligible, and after this presentation, you may upgrade or change your questions. So welcome, everyone. We will be talking about the requirement and this opportunity to apply for the postdoctoral clinical research training award. Dr. Rothman and myself lead this program that includes both pre- and postdoctoral trainees. And the goal is to help nurture the next generation of translational scientists. And we both are clinician scientists. So the goal is to support, as we mentioned, biomedical. The research doesn't have to be strictly clinical, also molecular research, people who run more, bench size research or translational with patients are welcome to apply for this program, including behavioral research. This is a component of the National Institutes of Health Clinical and Translational Science Awards, and we partner with Johns Hopkins University in the sense that we have together this grant from NIH. At University of Maryland, all schools and graduate school are welcome to be part of this initiative, and that includes dentistry, law, medicine, nursing, pharmacy, social work, and graduate school. As UM system, we include the University of Maryland College Park applicants as well. The T32 award will fund hopefully 2 postdoctoral trainees among any of the 7 schools, including UMCP. The duration of this program is 2 years. In terms of details related to the award, you will be receiving financial support in the form of a stipend, tuition, training-related expenses. All expenses are in line with the RUF Kirchstein National Research Service Award, and tuition fees, stipends level can be found online. Please note that the scale guidance is only for your reference, and each fiscal year has a different amount. Who are eligible for this application? US citizen and permanent residents / green card holders. People from other international countries are not eligible. Those who apply must have received a PhD, an MD, a DDS, or comparable doctoral degree by the beginning of this appointment, but we expect to be July 1st, 2026. If funded for the T32 training program, no other concurrent federal fundings are allowed. Eligible doctoral degrees include, but are not limited to, DMD, BC, DO, and so on. I will not read it all, including engineer, psychologist, and so on. In case you receive a prior NIH grant, let's say F mechanism or any other grant, no more than 1 year of previous aggregate NRSA support is allowed. For those who are awarded with this package and training opportunity, we expect to be enrolled full-time with us. That means 40 hours of research and didactic activities per week. As I mentioned, you will be exposed to didactic trainings in the form of seminars, but also classes from a master or certificate program. The majority of classes are online, with a few exceptions. You have to identify a primary, even a secondary if you want, mentor that will help you with your research project. Pursue training as a clinician or a clinical postdoc fellow required to complete also a master degree in clinical research. And if you have already completed a master degree, we suggest and recommend to enroll for a certificate. And we have online all the list of certificates available at University of Maryland. It is important for students to maintain good academic standard with a minimum semester GPA of 3. Clinical fellows would have to satisfy requirements for specialty clinical boards. The package, the application per se, include a cover letter. The cover letter should include why you are applying, what is your motivation, and which master/certificate you have chosen. Also, the application includes the curriculum vitae. Try to be specific to indicate your education and publication that are already out or in preparation, presentation to meetings, awards that you have been received, and so on. And then the core is this personal statement. You have up to 3 pages with a font of 12, and you should include the title of the project, a brief description of the project that is really written with the NIH standard. If you have written a K or an F grant, try to be as precise in writing your aim pages, your hypothesis, what is the overarching research goal, very carefully, including the power. Is this project feasible? What is the power in terms of statistics to address and achieve your question? Also, because this is a training grant, we like to see short and long-term research goals. How this training will help you in the short term, the long term to become successful. We also wish to see why you choose a specific master or certificate program and what is the advantage of pursuing that training to make you a stronger future scientist. Any literature that you will be citing will not count towards page limit. Please also include the transcripts from all higher level institutions that you attended. And don't forget, together with the application that you file, you will need to submit your concurrent graduate school application for the master or certificate you have chosen. And you can contact us if you need guidance in choosing one or another. 2 letters of recommendation are required, and that letters should also be sent by the deadline for this application, that this year is February 27, 2026, 5 p.m. This is the email where you will be sending your letters. So one letter comes from the former professor, like your PhD mentor, and the other letter from the current mentor. For example, the mentor who hired you as postdoc student at University of Maryland. This application will score both the applicant and the mentor. So the mentor is required to submit the NIH biosketch, but also a letter with level of commitment to you as an applicant, level of prior experience as a mentor, a letter that explains the synergy between you and your mentor, why together you are going to work the next 2 years to make sure that the project is successfully executed and the trainee can learn critical skills to become successful in the future. So anything that range from prior mentorship experience to grants, record of publications are very important to support this application. Indeed, if your mentor is a junior faculty with little experience in mentoring students or little known record of federal grants, we suggest to choose two mentors, a primary and a secondary that in that case should be senior and with more experience and also a strong, solid, record of funds. Postdoctoral appointment must not be contingent on T32 award. What that means? That you should have already an appointment at UNB and then apply, but not vice versa. You come here because you succeed with this application. Why this is the case? Because as I mentioned, you will have a mentor that will be part of the application per se, and a project that you have already created with your mentor over this next 2 months. And it is required to be already here. The deadline this year is February 27 at 5 p.m. Those who will be selected for this opportunity will work closely with Dr. Rothman and myself, but also with our colleagues from Johns Hopkins University. You will be exposed to a series of seminars that are mandatory to attend online together with the cohort of scholars from Johns Hopkins. Also, you have the possibility to attend the Catalyst seminars, as well as the seminar during year 2 that we offer to junior faculty, the K awardees. You will be receiving training in bioethics, laboratory safety, good clinical practice, human subjects research, animal research, HIPAA, responsible conduct of the research. That is something very important. The research that we conduct has to be in line with the principle of ethical research. Then we can talk about other components from statistics, informatics, a very strong focus on career development skills, and community engagement, how we translate what we do to the community. You will be asked to attend both years the translational science meeting that take place somewhere in the country, and this is a national conference where all the awardees across states in the country will join this meeting. I stress once again that this application is not about you only, but your mentor. Indeed, even when we start, for those people who will be selected, there will be an agreement between us, the mentor, and the mentee. You will be meeting with myself and Dr. Rothman once per month or bi-monthly if it's necessary. You will be completing an individual development plan, IDP, at the beginning and another one 6 months later. And during these 2 years, twice per year, so that you can update us on the progress that you are making, progress in conducting your research, writing your papers, writing your grant applications, and seeking opportunity to become a stronger scientist. Also, towards the end of the application, the 2 years with us, you will complete a report that will be filed to NIH and so on. So we encourage you to do this part very carefully. And finally, for keep record of the growth that we observe in our trainees at the baseline and at the end of the 2 years with us, you will be completing the clinical research appraisal inventory, where we will ask many questions to have an understanding of what you have learned during this time enrolled on this program. And with this, we open to discussion. So I know that there is already a person who had some questions, but any other questions are welcome. And thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. And I'm curious, based on the application information, I'm curious that regarding the recommendation letters, I'm now I'm not in the academic position for now, but I graduated recently. So my previous mentor, I know who will be my previous mentor for the recommendation letter, but how can I choose for the current mentor for the recommendation letter?
Then, Pierre, do you mind addressing this?
Sure. Is there an area of research that you're interested in pursuing?
Yes, but yeah, for now, I'm working in not research related area for now.
So in that area, is there someone on the UMB campus that would be an appropriate mentor for you?
Um, I still have a connection to my previous mentors because I'm working on some manuscript based on my dissertation, but that's not official working for me. So I'm not sure if it will be okay.
Yeah, so I would suggest that you talk to those mentors about your career plans and whether they could recommend someone who could mentor you for this award. Right, I'm assuming, I mean, I don't know you and I may be wrong, but I'm assuming that you would want to pursue a line of investigation that somehow derives from your PhD work,
Right.
certainly in the same field or say, general area. And I'm not that familiar with that group, but there must be somebody else on campus then who is pursuing research that would be of interest to you and that would help advance your career.
So I'm not sure if I understand in
You
right
you would
way.
have to you need to identify a mentor for this award. There has to be somebody that agrees to work with you to serve as your mentor, and there has to be a project that
Um,
is suitable for this.
mhm. So that will be also the mentor for the postdoctoral project. That's what
Correct. That's
right?
correct. Yes.
Okay, I see. I see. Got it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck with searching for your mentor, but I'm sure you will find one.
Okay, thank you so much.
If you talk to somebody and or you're not sure if they're appropriate or whatever,
Hmm.
feel free to reach out to me, or Luana, I'm sure,
Both
and
of us, yeah.
just run it by us, okay? And we can't find a mentor for you, but we can
Right.
we can tell you if that person seems suitable. That we can do
Right.
if you run some thoughts by us.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, earlier, but my research interested is in chronic disease management and patients engagement and especially self-management for the chronic conditions. That's my research interest. And we worked on, for my dissertation, I investigated self-efficacy for managing chronic conditions for Parkinson's disease patients, and I want to expand that scope to more like self-management skills and clustering some chronic conditions. And I want to connect the self-management skills to the specific conditions. So that's my research interest, and if you come up with any name for regarding that one, it'll be great to know.
Well, again, I would suggest that you look at the faculty roster. I don't know if you want to stay in neurology since you did Parkinson's, but you could look at the faculty rosters both here and at Hopkins, and see if there are any, it would be best to have obviously a funded, productive investigator. You want the strongest mentoring possible, and
Hmm.
see if there's anybody doing research that appeals to you.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, well, thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome.
Sure.
All right, I have to run to another
Yes, I think we
meeting.
I'm
can
going
close
to
this.
actually just throw a link into the chat for uh,
Okay.
Dr. Kim.
Okay.
Oh,
Sounds great.
she was my mentor, you know.
How funny.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I
yes,
know Lisa. I know Lisa.
Oh,
So,
you
so
know this?
so talk to her.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
still working with her, so yeah.
all
I
right.
Okay.
I
Nice.
think that if you use the School of Medicine search
Hmm.
field
Hmm.
and you actually put in some keywords,
Yep.
that is one good way to find faculty that have similar interests, whether it's what I put in here was actually chronic disease and self-management. Those were the
Yeah.
key, that was the phrase I entered, and she was one of the individuals that popped up. But
Hmm.
there are others in here as well,
Hmm.
by using that search phrase, chronic disease and self-management.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I will do that. Thank you so much.
Very good. Good luck.
Thanks. Hope to see you.
Bye,
Yes.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks so much, Luana.